Hey there guys, it's Lee here, so welcome to IMineBlocks. I'm not going to be able to produce a full tutorial guide type video for you today. So in this one I'm going to do a update video for you, show you a couple of the things that I'm working on in terms of what I'm doing to sort of seek crypto profits. So in this bear market, it's a really difficult market for mining and making profits in general, but I've been working on a few other little projects and that I think are quite interesting. I think they could produce a profit in the future. Although not necessarily, but they're good for potential profits and also the educational aspect of it, which is one of the two things that I really like and that I'm involved in. So I'm going to show you a few different projects that I'm working on today and just kind of share that overview with you. So I'll be taking a look at the phones that you might have seen recently. So I've been doing some mining on some phones, talk a little bit about Discord. I'm also running a Raspberry Pi Bitcoin and Lightning node and a few other little bits and pieces that I'm sort of working on. So I'll be sharing all that with you in this video. So I'll flip the camera around and we'll start off with those mining phones. Okay, so you would have seen on Twitter and a few other places that I've been doing some test mining using some Android phones. So we've got two Samsung S6s. They're both on charge, but you can actually run it just from the battery. I've actually managed to lock this one. So I'll just show you, we'll go back into it. So just going back into it, I managed to stop the miner there. So what we're actually doing is using a program called ConnectBot, which is connecting to a Debian install on the phone. Like I said, this is not obviously a tutorial guide, I'm just just showing you how it works. So you go into the folder, and then this will start the miner program. So you can also remotely log in using a secure shell on our phone, just obviously use the same local IP address. So you can manage it remotely, or you can manage it on the phone itself. So it's quite a cool way of doing it. So this is mining Ethereum, and it's roughly on both of the phones, they're using mining at about 230 watts. 230 hashes per second, and the phones use between about 3 or 4 watts each. So the profitability at the moment, I'm going to look in the exact figures, just trying to get a good 24-hour mining period at the moment, so I can report back to you with the exact earnings. But I think it's got good potential. At the moment, like I say, it's still sort of early days, but good potential for the future. So these two phones I picked up, I'm not too sure if you can see it, but they are, see this one? This one's probably the better one of the two, but they both got damaged screens. Years ago I used to sort of repair mobiles and stuff, so I wasn't too bothered. But I picked these up quite cheap, they're about £35. I got quite good deals on them. Typically they go for a little bit more, but broken screens, so not great as a phone, but pretty good for our mining sort of use case. If I go back to, there's one other program, some of people was asking me about temperatures and things like that. So you can see it's running at 34 degrees, which is probably quite hot. If I was running these in the future, what I would probably do is get like a bank of them or a series of them, and then put a small fan on them just to keep them a little bit cooler. But you can just see some of the applications running back there. And like I said, that program in the background is called Linux Deploy, and you can install various different Linux operating systems. So it could be Ubuntu. I'm using Debian. I normally use Ubuntu on the VPS and stuff, but on this case I ended up using Debian. That was the one that seemed to get working easiest. One other thing is you're going to need to do root your phone. So that's a process basically of flashing your phone for use. So you can basically get super user access, and then you can install Linux and such. So that's the phones there. I'll be doing a full video on those soon. Probably next Friday. So a couple of other things that I want to show you as well. Okay, so on screen, this website is called On-Chain FX. So basically it's like CoinMarketCap, but without all the spammy ICO ads and stuff. It's also got some other cool sort of features. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it that well on the screen, but you've got a number of active addresses, transactions in the last 24-hour period, and quite a few other useful features, and it's all down this right hand side. So it gives you a little bit more information than just CoinMarketCap. So if you're interested in more CoinCap details, then check out this website. they've recently changed the name, and it's now called Messari.io on-chain effects. But yeah, I recommend this site. It's really good. One other thing I would like to talk about is the IMineBlocks Discord chat. So I've been popping in and out of here pretty much most days. The member count is slowly increasing. I think we're on about 130, 140 members now. But really, I just like to get you guys involved a bit more. So use the link in the video description. Come and join us on Discord. And like I say, I'll pop in and out there. If you've got any questions or you stuck something, come on here and I'll be able to help you out. Or if not me, then one of the other members, I'm sure will help you out there. So join us for crypto mining chat on Discord. Okay, so some of you might have noticed my PlayStation 4 in the background there. I do play online probably a little more often than I should when I'm supposed to be working. So I play a bit of a Fortnite, a bit of a Call of Duty. So if you guys are on the PlayStation Network, want to game with me sometime, let me know in the comments and I'll see if we can arrange that. So moving around, what we've got over here. So we've got this TV box. So same sort of situation with the Android phones. You can use different Android devices for mining. So I'm going to be basically experimenting with this box. So I've done some research and I should hopefully be able to mine coins like Ethereum for a start, but also many others as well. Like I said, because it is an Android device. Let's get it out of the package there without dropping it. So just talking about the specs for a second. So it's a S912 chipset. So it has a ARM Cortex, I think it's A53 processor from memory. It's got 2 gigs of RAM, it's an octa-core processor, and it's all in this tiny little package. So it was about £34. I just picked it up off eBay. I'm going to do some testing with it. You've got HDMI, so you can do like a TV out kind of option, so you can see what you're doing on screen, which is quite useful. A couple of USB ports, a SD card reader, and then your power, etc. on the back. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some experimenting with this, same as the phones, and I think these could be a good little mining option in the future. So again, it's just kind of experimenting with different things, different ideas, thinking outside the box, and seeing kind of what we can come up with. One other point is, you'll notice I've still got this My Ether Wallet stuff in the background here. The guy that won it, I think it was like Box07 or something like that was his username. I'll put that link up on the screen. That guy hasn't contacted me yet, so if you are the winner, then please contact me. Otherwise, I'll have to give it to somebody else. So yeah, bear that in mind. So next up, we've got this little, well, basically they're just empty boxes, but I'll show you the device in a moment. So it's a Raspberry Pi 3, and this is the model, it's the B+ version. So basically it's the same as all the others, but you've also got a Wi-Fi connection, although I'm not actually using that. I've also got a LCD screen for it, so it's an LCD touchscreen, and there's also like an acrylic plastic case in there, power supply, and there is a 1 terabyte mini hard drive. So I'll show you the device now and just explain what I've got set up and why I'm doing that. So it's actually over here. This is our little, so they call it a Raspberry Bolt or a Raspberry Blitz. So it's the Pi itself, which is kind of tucked in there. We've got this nice little acrylic case on the front and back. And then we've got our LCD screen on the front. It's supposed to be a touch screen as well, but I've not actually tried that feature. And then at the back, we have that mini hard drive. So what this is, or what it will be once it's completed, is a full Bitcoin node and also a Lightning Network node. So that's what I'm hoping to set up with this and get it up and running, get it set up in the background. It use just a tiny amount of power, but hopefully that will start relaying transactions for a Lightning Network. And hopefully in the future, still a lot more testing and configuration and stuff to do. A lot of unknowns at the moment, but hopefully relaying Lightning transactions and possibly earning a small income. The other good thing about these Raspberry Pis is that you can use them also for mining as well. So this is one that's just kind of like a starting point. I'll probably buy a couple more in the future just on their own without the screen, etc. Just kind of set up mining with those. I know other people have had some quite good results with them. So yeah, I'm looking to do just basically more testing, more experiments with this kind of stuff. So just to show you quickly, so this is the secure shell. So it's just connected to that Raspberry node that I just showed you. It was downloading the Bitcoin blockchain, via a torrent sort of system, and now it's doing something else. It's moving the file, so it's been on like that for a while. Apparently it takes about 5 days to download a blockchain if you don't copy it. So that's kind of an ongoing thing. So I'll do an update on that in the future also. Okay guys, so that's really it for this video. I just want to show you kind of what the things I'm sort of working on or playing with, experimenting with, and the early sort of results with those things. So let me know what you're most interested in. Is it the phones? Is it the Android TV box? Is it the Raspberry Blitz, Bitcoin and Lightning node? Yeah, let me know what you guys are working on, what's interesting you right now, what are you doing to sort of seek profits from your crypto efforts. So that's all I've really got today. Like I say, just a kind of a short, just showing you what I'm up to, what I'm experimenting with. And obviously on each one of the devices, I'll do like a proper tutorial guide for you soon, but it's just kind of managing the time to get that done. I think I'll start with the phones, and hopefully by next Friday, I should have the tutorial, or full tutorial for that for you. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.